I'm gonna
Sounds good.
wait for the people to show up and get started.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get started. Yeah. Okay. I don't think for some reason I think the notifications kind of a little late for
All right.
some reason. Yeah, I think they're a little late. Hopefully, um, just see am I live? Okay, I am. Yeah. All right, I'm about to start. I'm about to start right now.
All right. Let's get it.
Yeah. All right. So what's up, everybody? My name Ben Brandon from the block, whatever you want to call me, man. This is Throwdown episode 5. I'm here with my special guest, Roundup Sports. Tell her what's up.
Yeah. What's up? I'm Roundup Sports. I'm here to have fun.
Let's get it.
Let's
Let's
do
get
it.
it. All right. So NBA playoffs been thriller. NBA playoffs. We got some games tonight. We got the Celtics and the who they play. I forgot.
The
Celtics,
Bucks.
the Bucks. Yeah,
Hmm.
Celtics and the Bucks. And then we got the Grizzlies and the Warriors. So like for them two games, like for the start out with the Bucks and the Celtics. Who you got winning the whole series?
I've got the Bucks winning the whole series, and I just love Giannis, man. I think he's shown he's officially the best player in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he doesn't win the series, because Celtics, they're just a great all around team. They probably have the better overall roster. But
Yeah.
I have a thing where I never bet against the best player in the game. And right now, I think that's Giannis.
Okay. That's same for me too. But you can't have like Jason Tatum. He just got to get it together. Um, he got to be clicking on like every game because
Mhm.
like Jalen Brown. I mean he more. I think he's more consistent than Jason Tatum is. But Tatum is that leader. He's that the dude that clicks. He's like the motor. So he
Mhm.
gotta, you know, he gotta do his thing. But nobody can stop Giannis right now.
Yeah,
Nobody.
he's just, and so is Drew Holiday. Without Chris Middleton out there, Drew Holiday's been balling.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, what's up, chat? What's good? It's good. Y'all coming in now. What up, CG? Hayden, Ovo, I see you in your camera. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? But yeah, next game we got the Golden State Warriors and the Memphis Grizzlies. Where you think that's gonna end up at?
I think the Warriors shut it out tonight and officially win 4-1. John Morant, I'm pretty sure is still going to be out, if not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
John Morant's pretty much out for the rest of the playoffs. I like how well the Grizzlies played last
Right.
time, but the Warriors still edged out when the Warriors were having an awful day. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't see any way Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson lose that game against pretty much the B team of
Yeah.
the Grizzlies right now.
Yeah, but they should have won that last game though. Like I'm shocked they did not win that game. Dylan Brooks sold that game because that dude, the whole series, like the whole series, it was a stat. He was like 3 for 17 that whole
Mm.
series. Like he was just straight out terrible. But um, for some reason, I see it going Warriors at 6. I think they gonna
Ooh.
win. Yeah, I think Memphis gonna find a way to win this game because they at home.
I feel like
But
if they do, it's going to be because of Tyus Jones, who's in John Morant's spot right now. He
mhm,
played really well last time
right.
in John Morant's spot. I think he needs to control the ball a little bit more like he did back in college. If he can,
Mhm.
he'll keep them at least in the game.
Yeah, Desmond Bain got to get it going, get it together too.
Hmm.
But I like what Jaron Jackson doing against Golden State. I like what he doing.
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts on Jordan Poole?
I actually love Jordan Poole. I mean, it's you would not have expected the Warriors in round one to have Steph Curry come off the bench in favor of Jordan Poole starting because they felt like the matchup was better. Like this just it's crazy to think about, but Jordan Poole's just that good. He is the next great Warrior star. Another guy
Right.
they drafted and coached up because no one would have thought this a couple years ago watching Jordan Poole.
Right.
But Steve Kerr coached him up. I believe Draymond and Steph Curry had little parts in coaching him up too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great atmosphere for him, and he's surviving in it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Next up, we got the Heat versus the 76ers. Um, I don't even know how that's gonna turn out. Cause it's 3-2 Miami, but that's a
Mhm.
weird series. Joel Embiid. I looked at some of the game last time. I think he had like yeah they would shut him down. He had like 4 points. But
Yeah,
I
he
don't know. I
definitely
don't know how
struggled.
much he got. I don't know how much he got all together, but he was getting clamped up.
He ended with 17, which actually ended up leading the 76ers still, but he had a bad game. And in turn, James Harden had an awful game. Tobias Harris played bad. I mean, the whole team played bad.
He ain't the same, man. Like
Mm-mm.
he ain't the same like he was in Houston.
Ever since pretty much the strip club allegations, James
Yeah,
Harden's been bad pretty much since then. Even with the Nets, he wasn't good with the Nets. He just wasn't. He was an
right.
average player.
Well, he was just average, just average. Where you think it's gonna end up? Are Heat winning in 6 or?
I originally had the 76ers winning this series even after Joel Embiid came back, but the
Mm,
way they played yesterday, I just don't see the Heat not winning at least one of these next two. And that's all they need. They just need one more.
yeah,
And I just don't see how the Heat don't win one of the next two. They're playing really well. Jimmy Butler is somehow not getting double teamed. Tyler
I don't know.
Hero's playing really well even while getting double teamed. Like they got a lot of good depth.
Yeah, right, right. Who's your favorite basketball team, by the way?
I'm a Lakers fan.
Oh, you a Lakers fan? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Yeah, I'm a Bron fan. I'm a Bron fan. I ain't got a
yeah.
team or anything, but yeah. So I mean, let's talk about the Lakers for a little bit. Like, sad. It's just sad to see.
I don't even know what's happening this offseason right now because I know there's been a lot of rumors saying that LeBron and the front office are not in a good spot right now because LeBron wanted DeMar DeRozan, but the front office wanted Russell Westbrook, so they brought in Russell Westbrook instead. And as you see, Russell Westbrook didn't play all that well this season. DeMar DeRozan led the Bulls to the playoffs, so pretty much not on his back because they were a good team altogether, but like he was the leader on that Bulls team.
Yeah,
And if you put DeMar DeRozan in Russell Westbrook's spot this year with the Lakers make the playoffs.
yeah. They just need to be healthy, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to be healthy.
Oh, yeah. Missing AD was definitely big too.
Yeah, missing. Yeah, yeah. Did you like Russell Westbrook? You had
I
a problem with him?
did like I didn't like the signing of Russell Westbrook because the way Russ plays is not the kind of guy you want playing next to LeBron because
Mhm.
they play too similar in the fact they're both ball dominant players. I think if you would have kept Russell Westbrook in a place like the Wizards, for example, he could have succeeded at least box score wise. But just being in a place in LA where you already got other ball handlers, it just wasn't a good fit for him.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with that. I agree. So last game got the Suns versus the Mavericks. This is an interesting series. Might be the best series actually.
Mhm.
Think Suns might pull it out and win this series. Yeah.
It's looking like it because even though Luka is amazing.
Mhm.
It's just that team around him. It's just not that good.
Yeah.
And
Besides
there's some
Brunson.
questions about him. Well, yeah, Brunson's good.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Suns is 6. Yeah,
Yeah.
Suns is 6. All right. Now it's time to get into some NFL games. NFL games for this. So there's been some NBA and NFL games, early NFL games like showing up on
Mhm.
Twitter and all that type stuff. And we got some games like at Mexico City and in London and all Germany and all that type stuff. So Mexico City, 49ers versus the Cardinals. Who you got winning that game? 49ers.
Honestly, it's gonna depend on how the teams look at that point because we already know the Cardinals. As long as you expect Kyler Murray to be fully healed, which he should be by now, they'll look like the Cardinals from last year, beginning of the season. They're gonna look good, and so I would probably put them as the favorite to win this game right now. But
Mhm.
the Niners' big question mark is Trey Lance. How is Trey Lance gonna look if he starts the season hot? That 49ers team's a good roster all around. It's gonna be hard to beat a team like the Niners if Trey Lance plays the way a lot of people think he could play.
Yeah, right. But the thing is though, like Cardinals, we don't know about the D Hop situation. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I think 49ers can pull it off. I think Debo's staying. Um, so if they have Debo in them, I think 49ers will win that game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Next game is it's at London. There's 3 games at London. You got Vikings versus Saints, and I believe you was a Vikings fan, right?
That is correct.
You was a Vikings fan, right? So I know you got Vikings winning that.
But I actually have a good reason for that though.
Okay.
Because I think the Vikings and Saints rosters are on very similar levels. Vikings probably would have the stronger offense, while the Saints have the stronger defense. But I think they clash well together. But the thing is, internationally, the Vikings, I believe they're the top three biggest fan bases internationally, because international countries love the Minnesota Vikings. So I think it's going to low key give the Vikings a little bit of a home field advantage. It'll at least be a little bit louder when the Saints are on offense. So I think that could affect it a little bit, because most teams are going to go to that game thinking neither has an advantage. But the Vikings are one of the most popular teams out there.
They are. They are. They are. Justin Jefferson, where you rank him among receivers?
I have him number 2 behind Devontae Adams. If you have, as long as he's in your top 5, that's fine. But I have him number 2 behind Devontae.
Okay, cause like me personally, I mean I think that Cooper Cup, not Cooper Cup. Justin Jefferson is better than Cooper Cup.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Wow. Okay. But because when healthy, you got Devontae,
Mm-hmm.
Diop, I
Mm-hmm.
got Diggs,
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek. Well, Tyreek over Diggs. And then 5, I got Jefferson. But
No,
I like Jefferson a lot though. I really like
yeah.
Jefferson. Yeah. What up, Trent? What's good with you, man? Cooper Cup not top 5. Yeah, I don't think he is. I mean, he had a one great season, the Triple Crown. I
Mm-hmm.
get that, but like I think it's a little too early.
I think
Little
people
too,
just
I got
overrate Cooper Cup because he's a wide receiver that
mhm,
older NFL fans love to love, because
right.
he's the white guy. He's not fast, but he runs good routes. He's got solid hands, and he got lucky this year because no one guarded him. If you watch his highlights from this year, highlights, lowlights, normal plays, he was almost never guarded. He was getting guarded by slow linebackers, or he was getting
Wow.
guarded by cornerback threes. He was never like being shadowed by the cornerback one, which I think is going to be different this year.
Yeah,
I have a feeling
yeah,
it's gonna be different this year, and he's not gonna show the same production. And people are real. He went from not even being a top 20 receiver to all of a sudden everybody's number
yeah.
2
Not
or number
everybody.
one.
Yeah, that's
Like
thank,
that doesn't make
thank.
sense.
Yeah, 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 man. Yeah, man. So next up, we got the Giants versus the Packers. I think Packers got that. I really
They
think.
should, unless Daniel Jones has some big, huge step forward. It's gonna be the Packers.
Yeah, yeah, Trent. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Broncos versus the Jags. Like these games right here for London. Like I get they London, but I think Broncos beating Jags. But I will
Mhm.
say this: I think the Jags are going to improve this year. Not big time,
Mhm.
but
We'll see the Jags, like how I mentioned, how the Vikings were one of the top 3 most loved fan bases internationally. The
yeah.
Jaguars are number 1. The
Uh,
Jaguars are but granted those because they played internationally more than any other team. They
mm,
played more London games than any other team, but teams internationally love the Jaguars. So I think that's a part of the reason why they scheduled them with that. But I have a hot take that the Jaguars are going to be a playoff team next year, 7th seed. So
I'm not mad at it. It's not ridiculous. It's not. So Germany, we got my Seattle Seahawks versus the Bucks, man. Oh boy. But it's gonna be very different without Russ, man, and Wagner, and yeah,
mhm.
it's gonna be different. I'm excited, but at the same time I'm not, because I'm curious how we're gonna play this year
Mhm.
without them two.
Well, I feel like it's going to be one of those trap games too. Like if the Seahawks are smart, they should try not to be that good next year,
Mm,
because Drew Lock's not the future. Drew Lock's not going to be the
definitely.
future. And Bryce Young or CJ Stroud could be the future though, as long as you get a high enough pick. But
Yeah,
I still feel like they could be a trap game though, because if the Seahawks aren't good next year, if they're not, they're going to go out to another country. Everyone's going to be heavily betting on the Bucks, thinking they're going to win. It's just one of those trap games that, like, they could come
yeah.
out. Drew Lock decides to have a good day. You
Mhm.
never know.
Then I think we go definitely run the ball a lot this season.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends. Like Chris Carson, we got his neck injury. I mean, we signed Kenneth Walker. I mean, I was a little shaky on the pick, but I understand because of Chris Carson, Rashad Penny, they
Mm-hmm.
injury prone. But if Kenneth Walker get in there and like do some work on that running back position, we'll be all right.
I do love Kenneth Walker. My only thing with the Kenneth Walker, I loved Kenneth Walker. The only reason I didn't like the pick was because I felt like there was two bigger needs you could have drafted there in Malik Willis and N'Kobe Dean, who were both still there. That
Hmm.
was the only reason why I didn't like the Kenneth Walker pick at that moment.
Okay.
Still a
Yeah.
great player though.
Yeah. Still. So then the week 2 games, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Buffalo Bills. Um, how you feel about like AJ Brown getting gone with in Tennessee?
That's, I mean, I understand it because like if you're not willing to pay the wide receiver what he's asking for, then 100% you should trade him because you might as well get something out of it than nothing. If you're not
Mhm.
going to sign the guy to what he wants and he just never signs back with you, you just got a guy in your roster that's going to leave for nothing anyway. So you might as
Mhm.
well trade him, get stuff out of it, which they did. They got Treylon Burks, who I really like, think he can be really good. And I think the Eagles get someone that's going to be an instant wide receiver one for them as long as he stays healthy.
Right. Yeah. Um, I got the Bills winning that game. That
Mhm.
side with Von Miller is huge for them because they really needed a linebacker.
They really needed, especially a pass rusher as good as Von Miller, because he might not be as good against the run as he used to in his old age, but he's still an amazing pass rusher because he's
Hmm.
still got great speed, still has a great bend, and he just knows how to rush the passer. And they already have a big rotation of guys, so he doesn't have to play every down, which I also think is huge for Von Miller.
Yeah.
The Bills are going to be nasty.
Yeah. Bills gonna be really nasty. Um, and then week two games again. You got the Vikings and the Eagles. I think that's gonna be an interesting matchup now. I really think so.
Mm-hmm.
Really
It's
think
good.
so.
There'll definitely be a lot of talk between the two teams
Hmm.
because ever since the 38-7, for some reason, Eagles fans hate Viking fans now. Like
Yeah.
you think it'd be Viking fans that would hate Eagles fans when they destroyed us like that, but for some reason they hate us when they're the ones that beat us.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
they hate Viking fans now. It might be because we got Justin Jefferson and they didn't, but
Yeah. I see that game going very close. I see that
oh
game
yeah.
going close. Yeah. And then Christmas Day, finally got some Christmas Day football. Rams and the Broncos. Very interesting. Ve- Very interesting. You got Bobby Wagner with the
Mhm.
Rams and Russell Wilson with the Broncos. Like it's very interesting. I got Rams winning though.
Mhm.
I really got the Rams winning. I don't know how the Broncos going to be. I mean, cause they in a tough division because you got Chargers and you
Mhm.
got them, got Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes still there, so they still legit. And the Raiders who got their like Carr, Adams. So
Mhm.
yeah, but I think Rams going to win that game.
See, both of those teams for me are kind of hard to predict in the sense of everybody's talking about the Rams offseason moves, but they don't realize how many players, important players, the Rams actually lost this offseason and might not even get Odell back, which I think Odell's better than Allen Robinson. But
Mm,
they're replacing Odell with Allen Robinson, who what we saw from him last year just wasn't good. They lost. I can't think of the dude's name right now, but he was their cornerback too, who played really, really well. They lost him; he's not there anymore. They're
what you
bringing in
talking
Bobby
about?
Wagner, who I don't think is fast enough to play linebacker in the league anymore.
Mm,
But I don't know. I don't think they will be better. They lost Sebastian Joseph Day, who was a really good interior D lineman.
yeah,
They
yeah,
Andrew Whitworth's retiring.
yeah.
They're
Mm.
losing a lot of players. I don't know
Darius
how it's going
Williams
to
at
look.
corner. Darius Williams.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, yeah. But I get what you're saying. They lost some key people. They lost
Mm-hmm.
some key people. Yeah. So we'll get into some current news. The Rams got the hardest schedule out of everybody, and the
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys and the Commanders got the easiest schedule in the NFL. What's your thoughts about that?
I do like a Super Bowl winning team being the one with the hardest schedule. I think it should always be like that because you're the best team. You just showed you're the best team. Now you got to go
Right,
out there and prove it again.
right.
So I do like that. Washington and the Cowboys having the easiest schedule. I think the reason for that is just the fact that I mean the Eagles weren't bad, but they didn't have a great record. Neither did the Giants, so they got to play both of them twice a year. Especially the Cowboys who get to play Washington twice a year, so that's going to lower their thing as well. So even though they won their division, they're still going to have a low strength of schedule because of the three other teams in their division they got to play. But the Eagles are much stronger this year, I think. The Washington is much stronger this year, I think.
Mhm.
I think even the Giants, just because of the new coaching staff, makes them stronger.
And I like what
It's
they
not
did.
because
Yeah, I definitely like what they did in the draft as well.
they had a
Like,
very good first round. I love Kayvon Thibodeau.
yeah, yeah, I love them a lot. Love them a lot. Um, See, this is what happens with the Cowboys every year. They got the
Mm-hmm.
easiest schedule. Come to the playoffs. Will they be 12-5? Lose in the
Mm-hmm.
first round. It always happens.
Every time.
And they always gas them Cowboys up. Can't stand them. Them
Mm-hmm.
fans. I can't stand them. Just can't. Commanders though. I mean, I like Heineke a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think he's very underrated.
He's going to be the backup, though. They're going to be
Yeah,
starting Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Carson Wentz. I didn't like it. I ain't like Wentz to Commanders.
I feel like they should have drafted a guy, but they decided they didn't want to. They wanted Carson Wentz.
Yeah. The Bills reached out to the Panthers for running back CMC before the draft, but were told he isn't available.
For me,
So,
that's surprising because the Panthers right now should be thinking they're in full rebuild mode. They
mm,
don't have a serviceable quarterback right now. Now, Matt Corral could become something. We don't know yet. He's a rookie. So we haven't really seen him play in the NFL yet, but they had Sam Darnold, who we know wasn't going to work out. They had Cam Newton, who, as great as he was during his career, he's just not that anymore.
right.
They had PJ Walker, who he's an alternate league football quarterback. He's not an NFL quarterback. Their team's not at the point. The coaching staff isn't that great either, even though they got a lot of good young pieces though, which is why I think they should have traded CMC. Trade
Yeah. They
CMC,
should have
get a
traded.
couple of draft picks out of it, and continue that
Yeah.
young rebuild that they have. All they need is a quarterback, and they'll start looking good.
That would have been huge for the Bills. Huge.
Oh,
But
it'd be
that's if
amazing.
CMC's healthy though. Gotta stay healthy. But
And
that
that's
would
exactly because my assumption is a CMC trade would probably at most would have costed a second round pick at the most, maybe a
yeah.
second and a late round pick. But and that's cheap for a guy you're just gonna take a flyer on, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Tom Brady has agreed to join Fox Sports as its lead analyst. Said the deal is worth 10 years and 375 million. Wow. I saw it coming though. I knew he was gonna be something in that broadcast area.
For sure, I knew he was going to be. It's just that kind of contract for a guy that you don't even know if he's going to be a good announcer yet.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be. He knows the game probably better than almost anybody else.
Mhm.
And he's been in it a long time. He's going to know what he's talking about, but we just don't know yet. We've seen some old players that go into broadcasting and not know and not do well at it. So just they're taking a risk there. They're taking a risk, but I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. You think the Bucks gonna do great this year? I mean, they got Brady back, but
Based off the roster and getting Brady back, plus the coaching staff, I still really like. I don't see any reason why they don't win their division, especially when they still have both the Panthers and the Falcons in that division, who aren't going to be very good this year. And then you have the Saints, who I think they're going to be better than they were last year, but they won't be better than the Bucks.
mhm.
Um, they should easily win that division. The only way I don't see it happening is if Tom Brady regresses, like everybody's been saying he's going to finally do, but still hasn't done yet.
Yeah, yeah, man. And then the last but not certainly not least, the Dolphins signed Shoney Michelle. I don't understand why Dolphins love getting running backs. I don't understand that.
That's what I've been telling everybody because someone asked me today what the fantasy value was for Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and I told them not that high. And the reason is the way the way the Dolphins are setting up this offseason, they're setting up the offseason to run the ball and throw short passes. They're going to be running screens, drags, and just running the ball. That's what they're doing because they have all these serviceable running backs. They don't have scrubs at the running back position anymore. They're not all big name guys, but they're all serviceable guys that can go out there and get you a few yards on a run. And
Right.
then you got ones like Raheem Mostert and Myles Gaskin who can go out there and catch a pass. You
Yeah,
got multiple guys that can do two different things. And then they got Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, who you wish they would throw down the field, but they're going to throw slants and drags all day. So, in my opinion, that makes their fantasy values lower because the Dolphins are clearly wanting to do a short yardage game.
right. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, I it's a little upgrade. It's just a lot of running backs like they got.
They
It's
got
just,
a
it's just
lot.
too many. I think they got Edmonds. They got Gaskins.
Mm-hmm.
There's another dude they got. I forgot his name.
Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, Mostert. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's just too many running backs. You think Tua? You trust in Tua?
I don't trust in Tua.
Mm,
I didn't even like Tua coming out of college. To be honest, I knew that injury really affected him, and you could see it changed his game in college after the injury. It changed his game. He was a different player.
yeah, I think he'll be better than last season though because he got Tyreek. But other than that,
I think he'll be better statistically, but I do think after this season, the Dolphins are going to realize they got to go in a different direction at quarterback.
right? Yeah, I agree with that. So, all right, y'all. So y'all in the chat, I see we got like 6 people in here, man. We about to do this tier list, running back tier list. I'm about to set it up right now. Give me just a minute. Make sure you let me know in the comments, y'all, if y'all can see it right now. Roundup, you see it?
Yep, I see it.
All right. Okay. So as y'all can see, the running backs right here, and then tier list we got elite, great, good, below average, and trash. It's straight out garbage. So so yeah, I'm gonna see what the comments say. I think they should see it. They should see it though.
Yeah, they should be able to see it.
Yeah. All right. So since you the guest on the show, Roundup, I'll let you go first. You got Chris Carson.
Chris Carson. I would put Chris Carson when he's healthy in the good category. I would put him in the good category.
All right.
I wouldn't put him in the great just because of the injury factor. Like if I feel like if he was healthy and wasn't as injured as he's been the last couple of years, he could have been a great running back. But I think good's a good spot for him.
Okay. All right. So I got Kareem Hunt. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I like Kareem Hunt a lot. I'm actually gonna put him good.
I like that.
Put him beside Chris Carson.
Kareem Hunt's like one of those guys that if you put him on a team where he'd be the running back one, he could have an argument for great.
Yeah, he was good with the Chiefs though. He was very good with the Chiefs. So next we got Nick Chubb.
That's got to be elite category. He's a top 3 running back.
Easily. All right. Next we got Josh Jacobs. Not gonna lie, I'll put him great. I think he's great.
Ooh, I like that because I think he's a top 10 running back. I think he's a top 10 running back.
For sure. I think so too. All right. We got Aaron Jones. Roundup.
This one might ruffle some feathers, man. If you asked me last year where to put Aaron Jones, I would have put him in great. But after last season, I don't see how I can put him anything above good. Now, he's still being the good above Kareem Hunt and above Chris Carson, but I just can't put him at great because I don't think he's better than Josh Jacobs right now.
So he's in front, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'd say I would put him in front of Kareem Hunt and Chris Carson, but he's still be in the good category.
Okay, all right. Derrick Henry, I think it's easy. It's no, but I think he's elite, man.
Yeah,
he's the best running back in the league. Yeah. Next up, this is a tricky one. You got CMC.
See, CMC is hard because I wish there was an injury section where we could put a special category for CMC and Saquon Barkley. Just put them in injury because they're injured so much. Would you rather have my thing is would you rather have 10 good weeks of Christian McCaffrey or 16 good weeks of Dalvin Cook? And any day of the week, I'd rather have 16 good weeks of Dalvin Cook than just 10 good weeks of Christian McCaffrey. And it's just I don't think I can put Christian McCaffrey in the elite section until he fixes the injury concerns. So I'd have to put him in great.
Okay. So is he in front of Jacobs or behind?
I would still put him in front of Jacobs.
Okay.
Because his injury history is not as awful as someone like Saquon, who literally is missing entire seasons.
Okay. All right. Okay. I got Zeke. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not one of them Zeke haters.
Okay.
Because he's a lot of people hate on Zeke a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He had 1,000 yards this year. Last season. Oh man.
That was tough.
It is tough. I want to put him great,
but
at the same time, I think Zeke and Aaron Jones are the same tier.
I can see that.
I think they on the same tier. So, you know what? I'm gonna put him good. I mean, great. I'm gonna put him great. I'm gonna put him great. All right. So next up, you got. I think that's Clyde.
Yeah.
Clyde. Do where?
Clyde Edwards-Helaire needs to go into the trash category. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not a good running back.
Wow. I was thinking below average.
No, I think this man, he fumbles in clutch situations. He can't even get you a couple yards when you need a short yardage first down, man. He's just not that guy. They got to find a new running back out there in KC. Jerick McKinnon outplayed him. Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Next, I think that's Mike Davis. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, that's gotta be Mike Davis.
Yeah,
I don't think that's Chuba Hubbard.
Mm-hmm. He might be trash as well. he definitely might be trash as well.
He might be.
Yeah. I'll put him trash. Okay.
Okay.
Next, you got your boy Roundup.
Yep, that is Davin Cook, and I believe that there are 4.5 elite running backs in this league, and I do think Davin Cook is one of them.
Okay.
And when I
When
say
when
half, that half I'm talking about is Christian McCaffrey if he was fully healthy.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mhm.
Where you ranking him?
He's number 4 for me,
Okay.
so I'd put him behind. I'd put him behind Nick Chubb. Yeah,
Behind Nick Chubb? Okay.
yeah.
All right. Um uh is that Zach Moss?
That's Devin Singletary. I would
Oh,
assume.
Devin Singletary.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, let's see. I'm looking at Devin Singletary stats because
Devin
um
Singletary is the type of guy. He's in a pass-heavy offense, but like in the second half of the season and in the playoff games, he played really well.
yeah.
But he always starts out slow. Like always has a bad beginning of the season.
mm. I put him below average.
That's probably
I'm
a
not,
good spot.
I put him below average. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
because there's a
Cam
reason
Akers.
they drafted a running back this year.
Yeah. Cam
Cam
Akers.
Akers, that one's tough because he had such a good rookie season, gets hurt, and then does come back. Had a good wild card playoff game, but in his other playoff games, he just did not look that great. So it's kind of tough on where to put Cam Akers at, but I would put Cam Akers at good. I think he's better than below average. I'd put
Okay.
him behind Kareem Hunt in good, but I
Okay.
I think he's better than below average.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next up, we got DeAndre Swift. He's underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would put him below average, but he'll be at the front. But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
he underrated to me. So
I just feel like the Lions don't really use him the right way. They started to a little bit last year. They started finally giving him some more passes out the backfield, which really showed his pass catching potential. But
yeah, I'll put him. Oh man, I'll put him below average, but in the front.
okay,
Yeah, in the front. All right, Saquon Barkley, another tough one.
so this is my thing with Saquon Barkley, and a
Okay.
lot of Giants fans aren't going to like this because Saquon Barkley obviously had one of the best rookie seasons of a running back of all time, and
Mm-hmm.
there was no doubt in my mind that he was the next coming of Adrian Peterson. That's what I thought when I saw him coming out of college. I thought he was the next coming of Adrian Peterson, but the injuries that he's had, the probability of him coming back and ever looking like the running back he once was is less than 1%, because not only has he had multiple, not just one, but multiple ankle injuries, multiple hamstring injuries, an MCL tear, an ACL tear. He's had so much
Yeah,
damage
so
to
many.
his legs. It's
Yeah.
it's literally almost impossible for him to ever look like the way he once looked.
Uh-huh.
And I keep telling Giants fans that because like they're like, oh no, he just looked bad because of the O line. Yes, the O line was awful. Don't get me wrong. But for a running back that has to get hit every single play to come back from multiple leg injuries, it's
Mhm.
almost impossible. So honestly, I would put him below average
Wow.
because I don't think he'll ever look good again. I really don't.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So he's in front, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like
Okay.
when we have to expect that even when he comes back from the injuries, he'd still be better than them. But that's the thing. I don't even know if he can. Like we'll have to
Right.
see. Those injuries are just so bad.
Yeah. This. Yeah. It is. It is. It is. All right. So we got Philip Limsley. Lindsay. Um. Shoot.
He has the
He's
most carries in NFL history without fumbling the ball.
yeah. Yeah. Um. I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him good.
Okay.
Might be high. Might be a little too high, but I'm gonna put him good.
I actually do love Philip Lindsay too. I wish the Broncos would have kept him, man. He's better than Melvin Gordon in my eyes.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of Melvin Gordon, got Melvin Gordon right here.
Melvin Gordon, man, like he's not a bad running back, but I don't know if I would say he's good anymore. I'd say he's like serviceable. I'd put him. I would put him in. I would say good, but behind Philip Lindsay still, because like I said, I think Philip Lindsay's better than Melvin Gordon.
Okay. All right. Alvin Kamara. Kamara. Mm, I'm sorry. He elite to me, man. He's elite to me. Roundup.
I can take it.
Yeah.
Like when I do my running back rankings, I put Alvin Kamara at 5A because I tie him at 5 with Christian McCaffrey. So I don't actually no, sorry. At 5, I usually put Joe Mixon. Then at 6, I do 6A and 6B as Alvin Kamara and Christian McCaffrey. So I don't hate it.
Somebody say in the comments on yes, sir, got my boy Zeke at great. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, next up, I think that's Chase Edmonds.
Yeah, that's Chase Edmonds. Chase Edmonds. Honestly, I would put Chase Edmonds at below average, almost to trash. Like I'd put him behind Devin Singletary. Yeah, like I'll put him above trash because I wouldn't say he's awful to have, but
yeah,
he's definitely below average behind Devin Singletary.
Okay, all right. James Robinson. He's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Robinson is better than. He could be great, but at the same time, he ain't better than Aaron Jones in my opinion. I actually put James Robinson over Aaron Jones.
Oh, really? I like that.
Wait, no, I meant Aaron Jones over.
Okay. I have Aaron Jones over James Robinson too, but I wouldn't hate someone saying James Robinson is better. I like James Robinson more than most people.
I put him at good, but in front, and like second.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just such a good power back, man. And I think power backs are so underrated.
All right. Yeah. Joe Mixon.
As much as I want to say Joe Mixon is elite, I do think he's better than Alvin Kamara, but you put Alvin Kamara elite. Even with that, though, I would still only put Joe Mixon at great, but still put him above Christian McCaffrey. Okay.
All right. Next up, we got Naji Harris. I mean, he had one year he was he had a good year. I think he had 1,000 yards for his first year with a bad O-line.
With a bad O-line.
Yeah. I'm not going to put Naji at great yet. I'm not going to put him at great yet.
Yeah.
Because I got to see more from him. But I actually put him at good. And I put him in I put him right behind Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Behind Aaron Jones. I like Aaron Jones a lot, man. I like Aaron Jones a lot. Next up, we got Leonard Fournette.
Oh, that's actually Ronald Jones.
Oh, it's Ronald Jones.
Leonard Fournette's a little bit further down the list.
Okay. Yeah, Ronald Jones.
So Ronald Jones, I would put Ronald Jones in the trash department. I don't even think he's below average. I think Ronald Jones trash. I would still put him above Clyde Edwards-Helaire because I would rather have Clyde, or I'd rather have Ronald Jones. I mean, but I'd put him in trash.
All right, Austin Eckler, man, another good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like him a lot. Let me check something right quick.
He has great fantasy games.
Yeah, very great fantasy game. I'm not gonna lie. I might put him at great.
Ooh.
I might put him at great. But same time, nah, he ain't better than Naji. He ain't better. he ain't better than Naji. I put him at good behind Naji. All right. Next up, we got David Montgomery.
David Montgomery. I would say David Montgomery. He's not below average, but he's not great. He's definitely good. I would put him at good, but I would also still put him behind. I would say put him behind Kareem Hunt, but in front of Cam Akers.
Okay. All right. Miles Sanders. See, this is the thing about Eagles, though. Like, they depend on Jalen Hurts a lot, but they forget about Miles Sanders. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna put him good. This the thing, though. I don't know where at though. I don't know where at good.
It depends on which running backs on there you think he's better than.
You said what?
So it depends on which running backs on there you think he's better than.
Yeah. I think Jones is better than Miles Sanders. I think Najee is better than Miles Sanders. Eckler too. James Robinson too. But when it gets to Chris Carson, man, when healthy, he's good. He's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put Miles Sanders between Chris Carson and Kareem Hunt.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, we got J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. I know he missed all of last season with injury last year.
I know, bro.
But before that, he was really, really good, especially in a Ravens run-heavy offense. And I know they just signed a running back, but I still think they're going to use J.K. Dobbins the majority of the time. So I still think he's going to be a good running back. I would put him at good, and I would put him behind Chris Carson, but in front of Miles Sanders.
Okay. All right. Antonio Gibson. He had 1,000 yards this year.
I believe so. At least 1,000 all purpose, at least.
Let's see. Antonio Gibson. Yeah, he had 1,000. He had 1,000. I put Gibson behind Austin Eckler.
Gibson's definitely one of the tougher ones as well.
Yeah. Gibson and Austin Eckler is. I'm put on. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I put him right there behind Austin Eckler. I put him behind Austin Eckler.
Okay. So we got Miles. I think that's Myles Gaskin down there.
Myles Gaskin, yeah.
Myles Gaskin. I would put Myles Gaskin in trash.
Okay.
Myles Gaskin was so hyped up last season, being the lead running back out in Miami, and just was awful with it. I would still put him over Mike Davis, though. Mike Davis is just so bad.
Yeah. Right. Travis Etienne, I think that's him.
Yeah, that's Travis Etienne, which we don't really know much about him yet. He hasn't played.
Yeah. I think he will have a breakout year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put him at below average. I'm putting it below average.
Okay.
At the main back.
This next one is Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette, yeah.
Which Leonard Fournette is a good running back. I love Leonard Fournette. I would probably take Leonard Fournette in front of Antonio Gibson, but behind Austin Eckler.
You said what? Leonard Fournette where again? My fault.
I would put him in front of Antonio Gibson, but behind Austin Eckler.
In front Antonio Gibson.
On the good category.
All right, like that.
In front of Antonio Gibson.
In front. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
There we go.
All right. Yo, Roundup. Somebody asked, said Melvin Gordon over Saquon. What you say about Saquon again?
All right, yeah, I'll go over what I said about Saquon again. So this is the thing with Saquon, guys. A lot of Giants fans think that Saquon's just going to go back to his old rookie season self, where he had one of the best rookie running back seasons of all time. I thought he was the next coming of Adrian Peterson. But we have to be realistic about his injuries here. He's had multiple ankle injuries, multiple foot injuries, multiple hamstring injuries, an MCL tear, and an ACL tear in his knee. It's a less than a 1% chance that Saquon ever gets back to his old form, even with a good offensive line. It doesn't matter if he has a good offensive line if he literally cannot run anymore. With injuries like that, it's almost impossible when you get hit every single play to come back. It's going to be almost impossible, and I just don't think Saquon's going to be able to do it because no running back has ever come back from multiple leg injuries like that. It's just never happened.
Okay.
It's going to be ridiculously hard.
Free on that. Free. But somebody said, so why is J.K. Dobbins in a good tier? J.K. Dobbins
injury.
Yeah, I had one injury though.
It'd be different if he got injured multiple times. But J.K. Dobbins only got injured once.
Right.
And the thing about CMC is like he doesn't get season ending. Well, he doesn't leave an entire season because of an injury in the same way that Saquon does. And CMC's injuries have been different injuries. They're not all leg injuries. So that's why CMC is different as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Round, I'm gonna tell you like this. That's going on TikTok though, because people ain't gonna. People gonna say something about Saquon though. People gonna say something.
Oh, I know. I got a video actually in my drafts talking about that situation.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to see that. Next up, we got who's this? That James White? Or am I tripping?
That's Sony Michel.
Oh, Sony Michel.
I think that's Sony Michel.
Okay. Who's next? Me?
Yeah, I think it's yours.
Sony Michel. Look.
Sony Michel got traded to the Rams last year, and now is part of the Dolphins.
Let's see. 8:45. I'm gonna put. Oh man. Oh man. It's the Saquon. That's what's throwing me off a little bit. It's the Saquon. That's what's throwing me off. I'll put him. Shoot. I'm putting him below average.
Okay.
I'll put him below average. Man, that's tough though. Damian Harris.
Damian Harris. I know people love Damian Harris, but I am not that in love with Damian Harris at all. I think there's a reason why the Patriots keep trying to find more running backs to throw into the rotation. I would put Damian Harris below average. I still think he's better than the trash tier running backs, but I would put Damian Harris below average.
Wow.
Better than Sony Michel, though, because Sony Michel, yeah, he's better than Sony Michel. He took over his job, but
okay. Wow. Okay. JT, come on, man.
Yeah, put him up there. Yes, sir.
He's elite. Who's that Texas dude? Duke Johnson.
That's probably David Johnson. It's probably David Johnson.
David Johnson. Okay.
Wait, let's just move him down to trash. David Johnson can go to. He had that one good season with the Cardinals way back when. David Johnson.
We're at it trash.
I would probably say all the way in the bottom. Yeah, that works.
All right. I think that's Raheem Mostert now, phone.
I think it is too. Looks like it. I think it's 28.
Okay. Raheem Mostert. Let me check that. Oh, he didn't. He didn't really play like that.
No, Raheem Mostert was hurt all last season and was hurt.
He didn't really play like that. I'm gonna put him below average though. I think.
He had a really good run when they had their big playoff run to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, but he's been injured ever since. So not really in a good place to rank him.
All right, let me read the comments right here, right quick. Zeke, great. Yes, he had 1,000 yards this year. Come on now. Jonathan Taylor's elite. Yes, sir. Ezekiel Elliott over Austin Eckler's horrendous. Hey.
That's personally, I wouldn't have Zeke that high, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's Mark Ingram, the Texas dude.
Even if it's Mark Ingram, he doesn't have it anymore. He can stay there.
Okay. All right. Last one, we got Zach Moss.
Is that Zach Moss or Matt Breida, though? Which one wore number 20? Is it Zach Moss?
Hold on.
I mean, if it is, honestly, yeah, it's Zach Moss. But he's still, put him on trash. Zach Moss is not good.
Wow. All right. You want me to put him at the end?
Yeah. He's just, Zach Moss is horrendous.
Okay. All right, y'all. This is the tier list, man. What y'all think? What y'all thoughts on this tier list? So tier list right here. What y'all thoughts? Yo, Ben just got done doing hard work. My bad for joining. You good, Jamie? You good? Yo, Ben, I'm in your DMs to be on the show. Hey, this list is trash. This list is trash. What's wrong with this list, chat? What's wrong with this list? What's wrong with this list? What would y'all change? The elite tier is fine. Everything else is horrible. Wow.
I like the great tier, except I probably wouldn't have put Zeke in there personally.
You want to put Zeke? Where would you put? What should be moved up? Like,
honestly, I would have taken Zeke off of there and then had everybody else in good, because I only think there's about 9 to 10 great running backs, really.
See, I'm not one of them Zeke haters. I'm not one of them Zeke haters, man. I'm not one of them Zeke haters, man. Pretty good tier, not going to lie. W. All right, Elijah. Okay. All right. All right,
I
y'all.
can see, I can see
Yeah, go ahead.
Saquon still being put in good, but it's just the injuries, man. It's hard for me to get past the multiple leg. It'd be different if like some of his injuries were like hand, arm, shoulder. If it was something that wasn't his legs, but
Yeah.
legs are the running back's money maker, and it's
Mhm.
multiple of the same leg injuries, man.
Now
That's the only thing.
is like what? Now I know you got Saquon as like with the injury stuff. CMC, he has some of that injuries as well.
Mhm.
But what you're saying is like it's not as most as Saquon.
Exactly. Like the difference with CMC's injuries is they're not all leg injuries. Like he's getting injured in other places as well. If your running back is only getting leg injuries, that's just so bad. It's just it's hard.
Mm. Okay. All right, y'all. We're about to do the last one. We're about to wrap it up, man. Chat, y'all comment down below. Too. Who Roundup? Who's the best receiver two in the NFL?
Best receiver in the NFL?
Best receiver two.
Oh, the best wide receiver too. Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Off the top of my head, T Higgins.
Mm.
Because there's
Okay.
also Adam Thielen in the conversation. Tyler Lockett deserves to be in the conversation. Uh, shoot, Michael Gallup, I guess, could be in the conversation. I'm trying to think off the top
Okay.
of my head. It's a big wide. Oh, God, no, never mind. Sorry, it's Chris Godwin. I completely forgot. Yeah, the Buccaneers. Chris Godwin's the best wide receiver two in the league because Mike Evans is wide receiver one. So I
Yeah.
would have to go with Chris Godwin.
I mean, you got Chris Godwin. You got. I think Devontae Smith go break out. I really
Mhm.
think. Yeah. Uh,
Jalen Waddle.
Chris got Michael Gallup. We- yeah.
Oh, okay. We can't hate on Michael Gallup now, boys. Come on,
Nah,
Michael
somebody in the
Gallup's
comments.
good.
I'm reading the comments. I'm reading the comments. I like my. I mean, Michael Gallup. He's straight. He's straight.
I wouldn't put him as the best wide receiver two in the league, but he's not bad. He's
Mm,
probably a top 10. He's probably a top 10 wide receiver two.
okay. Yeah, and you got Mike Williams as well.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Mike Williams too. But I would take Chris Godwin over him.
okay. Yeah, Chris Godwin. Yeah.
I
All
would
right.
say Chris Godwin's probably off the top of my head the best wide receiver two in the league.
Okay. But all right, y'all. That includes the show, man. Roundup. Any last words?
Uh Bucks versus Warriors NBA Finals. Bucks in 6.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We'll be back. I'll be back Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Wednesday as well. Y'all come tune in, man. If y'all haven't been, follow my Twitch, BBan923. So and yeah, Roundup. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Sir.
Yeah, man. All right, but all right, y'all. Holler at y'all later. Peace out.